Arsenal enters the race with Chelsea to sign the Argentine sensation, and Edu Gaspar reveals a crucial advantage in negotiations. Meanwhile, an Arsenal star, already scouted by Deco, is now on Barcelona's radar, with transfer plans emerging. At the same time, speculation about a possible Martin Odegaard injury has ended after Sky Sports provided clear updates on his condition. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Arsenal have really embraced the idea of building a squad full of young talent in recent transfer windows. Players like Riccardo Calafiori, Jurrien Timber, and Albert Sambi Lokonga were all brought in while they were still early in their careers, showing the club's commitment to developing future stars. Even though Mikel Arteta's team benefits from experienced players like Jorginho, Partey, and Raheem Sterling, overall, it's still a pretty young group over at the Emirates Stadium, and this youth-driven strategy seems to be something that will continue as Arteta and sporting director Edu Gaspar are already planning ways to take the team to the next level. With the January transfer window approaching, the rumor mill is in full swing. On the selling side, Arsenal might part ways with Jakub Kiwior. At the same time, Arteta could finally secure the signing of Marc Guehi, as Crystal Palace might have to sell their England international center back after failing to get him to sign a new contract. Adding to the excitement, the Gunners have also entered the race to sign the promising Santiago Castro. As reported by Caught Offside, Arsenal, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Everton, and Nottingham Forest have all been closely monitoring him in recent times, and were left impressed with what they saw. Castro has kicked off the new season in style. The 20-year-old rising star from Bologna has been turning heads with his performances in both Serie A and the Champions League, already bagging 3 goals this season. This young Argentine seems to have massive potential and appears to be on the verge of elevating his game to the next level. There's a good chance that Arteta sees Castro as the perfect option to bring in as backup for Kai Havertz, especially with Gabriel Jesus struggling to find his form lately. Why Edu Gaspar has edge in Castro transfer race? While several Premier League clubs are interested in the Argentine under-20 international, Arsenal might have an edge thanks to Edu's established connections. He has contacts that could make the deal easier to pull off. Arsenal has done notable business with Bologna recently, signing both Riccardo Calafiori and Takehiro Tomiyasu from them. This indicates that the Gunners have a solid relationship with the Italian club, which could play a key role in helping them navigate any challenges during the negotiations for Castro. Barcelona are eyeing one Arsenal star who is a key part of Mikel Arteta's squad. According to Relevo, Barcelona has Partey on their radar, which could spark some movement in the winter transfer window. Reports suggest that Barcelona's sporting director Deco has reached out regarding the 31-year-old midfielder, although Arteta previously made it clear he wants to keep Partey at Arsenal. However, the situation might change come January. With Partey not having renewed his contract yet and no new deal on the table from Arsenal, there's potential for a shift. Given Partey's past experience in La Liga, he's definitely a candidate for Barcelona to consider, which could pave the way for the Ghana international to say goodbye to the Premier League. The Gunners' position on Partey's future remains a bit of a mystery, with reports indicating that Arsenal hasn't shown much interest in renewing his contract just yet. As time passes, it will become more evident whether Arteta views Partey as a key component of his plans, especially with Mikel Merino's role expected to evolve in the coming months. The unfolding situation will likely shed light on Partey's standing within the squad and what the future holds for him at Arsenal. Merino was brought in during the summer, likely to take Partey's place in the midfield. However, an injury early on in his Arsenal career caused that transition to hit a snag. If Merino comes back from international duty and secures a spot in the starting lineup, it might signal the end of Partey's time in North London, potentially making him an appealing target for Barcelona. As for whether the Catalan club would make a move for Partey in January or wait until summer, that's still up in the air. These next few months are crucial for the Ghanaian, as his future at Arsenal will be under close scrutiny. Arsenal handed chance to sign Marc Guehi. The England international is likely to soon become available on the transfer market. As reported by the Daily Mail, Crystal Palace fear they are facing a losing battle in their attempts to persuade Marc Guehi to sign a new contract. There is increasing resignation behind the scenes at Selhurst Park that they may have no option but to sell their England international in one of the next 2 transfer windows to ensure they don't lose him for nothing when his contract expires in 2026. The Eagles have attempted to convince Guehi to pen new terms at Selhurst Park, but it would would appear that the 24-year-old has decided that the time is right for a new challenge in his career. The 19-cap England international has already racked up over 100 Premier League appearances with Crystal Palace, showcasing that he can handle the pressure at that level. Now he's eager to test his skills in the Champions League. Guehi possesses many qualities that Arteta values in a defender. Although he's still relatively young, he carries himself with remarkable confidence and composure. He has an impressive range of passing, good pace, and competes fiercely in one-on-one situations. However, Arsenal already boasts one of the best centre-back pairings in the Premier League with William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. The thought of having to disrupt that strong duo and fight for a spot in Arteta's starting turns might give Guehi second thoughts about making a move to the Emirates. Martin Odegaard Arsenal injury setback speculation shut down as Sky Sports offer update. There's been a surge of speculation about the fitness of Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard. The Norwegian hasn't played for the Gunners since their one draw against Brighton at the Emirates back in August. Mikel Arteta faced a tough situation during the September international break when Odegaard returned to London on crutches due to a freak ankle injury. Initially, it was thought that the midfielder would be sidelined until after the October international break, but chatter has ramped up on social media about how quickly he might be recovering. Fans are eager to see if he'll make a sooner than expected return to the pitch. Even with the domestic break, Arsenal fans have been on edge due to rumors swirling about Odegaard's fitness. Various sources on social media have claimed that the Gunners captain faced an injury setback that could keep him out until December, sending fans into a panic. However, there's been a bit of good news. According to an update from Sky Sports News, Odegaard hasn't experienced any setbacks and is still on track to make his return next month. This news should ease some of the anxiety among fans who are eagerly awaiting his comeback. Contrary to reports on social media, Martin Odegaard has not suffered a setback, and Arsenal are hopeful he can return from his ankle injury in November. The update comes as great relief to those at the Emirates, as Arteta's side have missed the creativity and leadership of their captain in his absence. Mikel Arteta has been unlucky with injuries this season. While the latest news about Odegaard is encouraging, things aren't all sunshine and rainbows in North London. This update comes on the heels of Bukayo Saka's withdrawal from the England squad due to what looks like a hamstring injury he picked up during the Three Lions loss to Greece. As a result, he's heading back to Arsenal for an assessment. This is the last thing Arteta would want to hear, especially since he still hasn't had his best X1 fully available this season. The situation is further complicated by new signing Mikel Merino's absence shortly after his arrival. Still, there's hope that Saka's return to Arsenal is just a precaution and that it aligns well with the positive news regarding Odegaard's recovery timeline. Fans are keeping their fingers crossed for a speedy recovery for both players. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.